So in this tutorial I'm basically just going to be using a lot of single eyeshadows, so my Makeup Geek ones and my MAC ones. So first of all I'm just going in with Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek, and I don't really think I want to have like a lot of glitter on this look, just because obviously you aren't going to be using a lot of glitter just as you're like running out the door. I want this to be quite quick and simple. So I'm just putting that all over the crease, making it quite smoky. And I'm sorry for the mess that my hair is in right now. I just thought I would do quite a chill video. Because if you can't tell, I'm wearing this like, it's like a kind of dress and it's like fleecy. I've been wearing this a lot because it is absolutely freezing. Because if you can't tell, I live in Scotland and obviously we don't get the nicest weather, but I feel like the past few days it has been absolutely freezing. Like especially in the mornings, like there's like been ice on the cars and it's just been so horrible. This brush shred's really bad. So yeah, it's just been absolutely freezing. I'm just bringing this right up to meet my brow bone because we will go back in to highlight that. And I think I want this to be quite orangey, just because I love the way my eyes look when it has orange on it. So obviously this is like a really pale brown. It's just not really anything to it. And I have got my face done. If you want to see how I created that, I will put it in the little eye up here. I'm going to go in with Red Brick from MAC, just because like I said I want it to be quite orangey, and this is it here. And I'm just going to go in this slightly smaller brush. This is an R37 and it's stained, it's not got stuff on it. Because I have been using the Juvia's Place palette quite a lot, and obviously that has quite pinky shades, pinky and purple, and it's so pigmented, so a lot of my brushes are now stained. Obviously I don't mind them because I know that like they're not going to stay clean forever, and they've not got product on them, they have been washed. I do wash my brushes quite often just because I do quite bold looks sometimes. Like previously I done the blue and pink look with the Juvia's Place palette I got, and then I used my Morphe 35B palette and I done green with that, and I've also found a blue look with my Morphe 35B palette, which will be going up soon. It'll probably be up before I put this up. But yeah, I've just been really loving colourful looks. I'm just going to go back in with that first brush we used. I think if you're wanting to try like new looks, like more creative things, and then I definitely recommend the Morphe 35B, just because the way the colours are laid out, it's like one column will be all greens, one column will be all blues, and one will be all pinks, so it makes it really easy to just go down the row from lightest to darkest. Now I'm going to darken that up with, I'm not sure what shade this is, Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. It's just a kind of reddy brown, and then this is an M433 which is stained as well. And I'm just going to bring that quite far in on the outer corner and right into the inner corner. And then I'm going to pack it almost in a little bit. Just because I'm going to cut the crease halfway. Just so I can add a little bit of shimmer. Now I'm going to highlight my brow bone, just because we've brought all the shadows quite high up, so I'm just going in with MAC Nylon, as always. And I really think it just brings the look together. And then I'm just going to blend that out. And then you can see you just have a really nice highlight. I've been buying quite a lot of MAC shadows recently. I never really used to bother with MAC. I always bought Makeup Geek shadows just because they're cheap, they're easy to get on offer like Beauty Bay and stuff. But obviously I've got my little thing, and I just think the quality of them is so amazing. If you're looking for any shadows, they're only £10, and I think MAC do a student discount if you're a student, but at the moment Debenhams have a sale on MAC and like everything, so you're getting them for like cheaper. So now I'm going to go in with a sketch from MAC, and I'm just going to deepen it up because it's quite brown. Obviously this is like, you can see how pigmented that is straight away. And I'm just going to bring it in tiny bit. Obviously I'm cutting the crease, so I'm not too bothered. And then just going back in with that M433. I think obviously you don't need to put as many shadows on as I'm putting on. I just really like to build it up step by step. And then just diffusing it with my big brush. So obviously when I'm filming this today, it is a Halloween, and I really enjoyed doing my Halloween videos this year. I thought it was really fun to do something different. Obviously this has been like my first Halloween since I've been on YouTube. I have only been on YouTube for a few months. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been subscribing, watching my videos, liking my videos. It does really mean a lot, because when I first started YouTube I didn't really think I would get many views and subscribers and stuff, so it does really mean a lot. Now I'm taking my MAC Select Cover Up in the shade NW15, and I'm just using this to cut out my crease. And I'm just taking the tiniest bit. I'm going to do this on my Zoeva, is this one? 144 brush. So basically I just get a tiny little bit, and I'm just going to like saturate my brush in it, because this is so opaque, so you don't need much at all. And I'm just going to look up and cut out my crease. You really don't need much of this at all. And because I got such a light shade, it really helps to make any colour we're going to put on top stand out. And this also, it sets by itself, so you really don't need to put anything on top to set it like you would with a concealer. Now I'm just going to go back with my M433, and I'm just going to dab over the edges just so they aren't so harsh. And I'm going to take a tiny bit of that Cocoa Bear shade and just pass it right over. And feather, I'm going to feather it in. So now you can see we've got a little bit of dimension. And I think I'm going to take, here's my Naked Heat palette. And I'm going to take the shade Lumber, this one here, just because I want it to be quite coppery. I thought that was going to be a lot more shimmery than what it was, but that's okay. And then once again I'm just sweeping that in to blend it. Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I'm just going to put that right over that because, like I said, I really don't want to use glitter. So this is just going to give us a little hint of sparkle without using full blown glitter. You can see it's just catching the light. I love these heavy metal liners, but I feel like when I'm putting them on my eye, they like burn. I don't know if anyone else gets that. But I just get the feeling as if it's like stinging my eye. So let me know if anyone else feels that. Now I'm going to quickly do my lower lash line. So once again, I'm just taking Creme Brulee and just running it under. And it really helps if you look up when doing this, just so it doesn't feel as horrible. And I'm joining it to meet the outer corner, just so it isn't so harsh. And then just blending it up. And then if any little bits of glitter transfer, you just want to flake them away. So now I'm going to go in with Red Brick again. And just put it right above where that creme brulee was. And now I'm going to take the tiniest bit of sketch, just on this tiny little brush. This is an M506. And I'm just joining it up to meet with that bit there. And bringing it right in. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my M43 snake and blend it all together. So now I'm also going to highlight my inner corner with nylon, just to really bring it all together. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this eye of camera, and I will be right back to do my highlight and lip. Hello! So I've just applied my lashes. These are the Eldora lashes in the style M106. They're just quite wispy on the outer corners. So yeah, that's the eyes complete. So now for I'm going to do my blush and highlight on camera. So I'm taking my Morphe 9N palette. And this is what it looks like. So I think I'm just going to use this middle shade, and you really don't need much of this. I think it's just really good to have a product like this, because it's just better than having loads of little individual blushes. So I'm just going to blend it in. And I'm also going to wipe away my bacon with it. Now I'm going to use my sugar glow cap. It's quite messy. And I think what I've been doing recently is just mixing these three colours together, and it just gives such a nice colour, because I don't really like this colour up here because it is so pink. So I'm just going to mix some of these and then tap it off. It is just such a nice colour, and it also has little bits of shimmer in it just because of this colour down here. It has quite a lot of shimmer, and I'm just going to really work that into my skin just so it isn't so harsh. And then I'm just going to go back over it with my blush brush just to diffuse. Okay. Tiny little brush that I use for my inner corner and brown, and I'm just going to mix those exact same colours and just highlight my nose. Recently I've been using a really small brush for my nose just because I really love a defined nose highlight. Like, I just love that little button nose, and then I just pat it out. And then I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose. That is the skin complete. So now I'm going to go in with Jeffree Star's Mannequin. This is just, it looks quite pink on camera, but it's quite a nice nude. I feel like with Jeffree's, I love Jeffree's liquid lipsticks, but I feel like the colours of them, like I have quite a few of the nudes, and I feel like they just look quite, none of them are really brown, like they're all really pinky. The same with I Nude. I thought that was just going to be a really nice brownie nude, but on me it is really pink. The same with, this does look quite pink. When I got more tan on, it's a little bit more brownie, but I like the formula. I really want to get different colours just because I feel like I don't really play with lip colours that much. I always do nudes, and I just kind of, I want dark colours now, obviously because we're going into winter. So now I'm just going to use my Mario Badescu, what is this? Facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. This is honestly amazing. I bought this because Holly Boone talks about it a lot, and she's one of my favourite YouTubers. But it honestly does just melt everything into your skin. So guys, that's the final look, and if you liked it, please make sure to subscribe and let me know what kind of looks you'd like to see.